Welcome back, everyone. I'm Vic Carter. This is a WJZ election update. The polls are now closed here in Maryland.
And we've been talking a lot about the long lines at different polling places, both during the 8 days of early voting and then, of course, today. Some people waiting hours to cast their ballot.
Let's head over to Nicole Baker. She's live at the polling place at Baltimore City Community College, where things are wrapping up and people are starting to count. Nicole.
Gentlemen, things are calm. Things are pretty much wrapped up at this point, but this is not indicative of the high voter turnout that we saw not only in the early voting days, but earlier this evening. Take a look at some of the video that we shot from different polling locations around the state, really capturing how many people showed up for this historic election. Now, Marylanders, we've been telling you, showed up and showed out at the polls. We, of course, have to wait for those final numbers, but it's been a busy day, a very important day, and we talked to poll workers who say the excitement level was high. We talked to first-time voters who say they wanted to get out here in person. We know as of right now, with the polls closing here, Joe Biden, CBS News says, is projected to take Maryland's 10 electoral votes. Back to you.
Nicole, thank you very much. We're going to bring in WJZ investigator Mike Helgren right now. We're going to want to know who's going to occupy City Hall.
Yeah, big race for sure. He has a look at that race for mayor from Brandon Scott to election night headquarters. Mike.
Vic and Rick, it certainly will be someone new, and they are still working on getting things set up here at the Baltimore Soundstage, where there will be a limited number of supporters who will be on hand. No sign of the candidate yet. Now, we were around town throughout the day, and we caught up with all of the candidates, including Mr. Scott and his independent and Republican opponents.
Our goals are very simple. Good schools, safe streets, and jobs you can raise a family on. And if you're not sure that your candidate supports those things, then they shouldn't get your vote.
This is a big day for the city, a big day for me and my family as well, and showing how Baltimore can have a new group of leaders to lead us into the best Baltimore.
Our city will never be a great city unless or until the 2/3 of our population who have been left out are part of the growth, are part of the prosperity of this city.
And Scott is a native of Baltimore. He voted this morning at Forest Park High School. He represented Northeast Baltimore on the city council starting in 2011, one of the youngest people ever elected to the city council, and he's been city council president since last year. Reporting live in downtown Baltimore, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
It's certainly a very passionate group of candidates for mayor. Mike, thank you very much. Our coverage continues now with Rachel Carden.
Hey, Rachel, another big item on this ballot, legalizing sports betting, something that has really been in the works or had a push for a couple of years now.
That's right, and customers here at Horseshoe Casino have expressed for a long time that they've wanted sports betting, and now they had the opportunity to vote for it themselves. Now, being in a sports town and so close to the Ravens Stadium and to Camden Yards, customers at Horseshoe, they watch local sports, they come to the casino before, during, even after events. Many have said they want to spend money here instead of traveling to neighboring states to place their bets. Plus, the revenue generated from sports betting is being promised to further education in the state. Though some are worried how money will be spent, many are optimistic.
Really, our employee base is more than 70% from Baltimore City. So it means something more than just it goes to schools. It goes to support our employees that work here each and every day and go home and raise their kids, and hopefully we can help the schools.
Now, the area I'm standing in right now is actually where sports betting will be held here at Horseshoe Casino if Question 2 is indeed passed. Now, again, the legislation for that won't happen until the General Assembly meets in January. Back to you.
Something that's been passed in many other states already. Rachel, thank you. We're going to have another update for you on the local races in about 30 minutes from now.
We also have up-to-the-minute results on our WJZ app and on our website, WJZ.com. They're following the races now at CBS News. They'll be here in just a moment.